So welcome to this video where I talk about how to use what you say to get healthier. Now it seems a bit funny, doesn't it? Because surely to get healthier, we have to do things, act, exercise, eat well, sleep well, move more, stretch, whatever it is, we need to do things to get healthier. We can't just think or say things. That doesn't work. That doesn't happen like that. It would be great if it did, but that's not true. Everything that leads to our lifestyle really starts with our thoughts. So our thoughts lead to actions. Our actions become habits or behaviors which lead to our lifestyle. So by changing the way that we think, we can change where we end up and what kind of lifestyle we live. Now, of course, when we think things, we often also speak them out. So what you say can have a real impact on the pathway that you take in your life. And I work with hundreds of people on an individual basis or in group programs or on the Motivation Fish group or on our email list to help them to find a healthier balance in their life, one that feels natural and easy and simple for them, and not giving you a diet plan or an exercise plan or anything like that and saying stick to it. I want all your choices to come from you, because then you will have freedom, because it will be totally what you want to be doing. It won't seem forced. It won't be like you're following anyone else's regime. And out of experience, I have seen that there are many things that people say that hold them back from being healthier. So I just wanted to share a few things and a few thoughts with you today. The first one being that we still use the word can't too often. Often we use the word can't instead of using the word can. We're in a very blessed situation, and events around the world show us that all the time, where we get to choose things. We get to choose mainly how we eat, how we drink, how we move our bodies. It's quite unusual. So if I was to ask you now, are you in control of your next meal? What you eat on your next meal, are you in control of it? You are probably, most of you, going to say yes, unless perhaps you're on holiday or staying with friends or at a conference, something like that. In general, we get to choose what we do. And instead of thinking, oh, I can't do that, I shouldn't do that, how about we reframe it and we think about all the things that we can do that have such a positive, or can have such a positive benefit on our health. So even if you're doing things that you think or believe you shouldn't, then hey, maybe park those aside for a moment, for weeks, for months, whatever it is, and concentrate on those things that you can do, because the benefit of what you can do can often push out some of the things that you don't really want to be doing. So what can you do to benefit your health? Can you nip out for a walk now? Can you walk while you're on the phone to someone? Can you drink a glass of water as soon as you finish watching this? Can you take Facebook off your phone today? Can you read a Bible verse? What can you do that will benefit you and lead you to become more of the person that you'd like to be? So let's not think, oh, but I can't do that, I shouldn't do that. Let's think, actually, what can I do to make a difference here? I get to choose. I get to choose things that I can do. So by talking about things you can do rather than can't do, you can really help your journey. The second thing is, do you often refer to trying to do something, trying to give up something, trying to put your the TV off in the evening and go to bed earlier? Are you trying to do things? When someone says to me, I'll try and come to the exercise class tomorrow, or I'll try and write a food diary, I usually correct them or challenge them, but I'll think, don't think they'll be there, or I don't think they'll do that, because the word try usually implies that you're not really committed to doing it. And so if anything comes up, any obstacle, any reason, excuse, then it's highly likely that you won't find yourself there. So are you saying try when actually you mean won't? And if you mean will, how about using the word will instead. So instead of trying to eat a bit healthier or trying to do a bit more exercise, which is quite vague, how can you be a bit more specific and say, I will be doing more exercise next week. I will be doing it at this time in this place. Or I will drink a glass of water in the morning rather than I'll try to drink a glass of water in the morning. So how can you claim that thing, that action you want to do, or that person you want to be? How can you claim that and say that you are that rather than trying to be something? You are a healthy, balanced person rather than you're trying to be a healthy, balanced person. And what about when you refer to the things that you're doing as if they're always going to happen? So I always binge eat, or I can never stop at one. I always have to have a dessert after dinner. Are there things that you refer to as if they're absolute fact? Perhaps you could start putting them in the past. So I used to always have a dessert after dinner, but now sometimes I have a bit of fruit. I used to struggle with binge eating, but I'm working on it. I used to always go to bed late, but now I listen to my body a bit more. So what things are you saying over yourself that actually don't need to be true, but you're just bringing them through from the past and claiming that you always do it? How about popping them into the past and stating that they're in the past, but now you're going to do something a bit differently? And the fourth thing is to speak to yourself like you speak to other people. Would you, the next person you see, whoever that is, would you say, don't do that? Oh, that's disgusting. Why have you done that? Now you're just going to feel rubbish. I don't know why you did that. Oh, there's no point trying to change, is there? It's not going to happen. You're just going to fail. You probably wouldn't speak to someone like that. But how often do we tell ourselves things that aren't true? And yet we make ourselves believe them. So what are you telling yourself that you wouldn't tell your neighbour, that you wouldn't tell your friend? And is that actually holding you back? Can you get hold of the Bible instead and tell yourself some of God's truths? Can you get other people to encourage you and encourage you to be more positive about yourself as well? So hopefully those few thoughts will help you to realise that where your thoughts start and what you start saying can really impact the direction that you take with your journey in life and your healthy, whole and free, balanced journey. So just a quick recap, think of all the things that you can do, that you get to do, not those that you can't do. Stop trying to be something, instead be something. Don't say that you are always this. You can say, I used to do this, but now I do this. And speak to yourself like you would speak to other people. I hope that's helpful. Do tell me if anything spoke to you then. Give me a thumbs up or a nice smiley face for that positivity. We've got our next reflection, coffee and conversation morning on Saturday, the 12th of March at 10 a.m. on Zoom. We would love for you to join us and we will put the link in the comments. So take care and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye. If I can get out.